How do you know that something isn't aligned or isn't like filling that bucket for you? Like, are there signs emotionally, physically, mentally that you recognize in yourself?
I think that what I recollect around that, 2018, 2019, I don't think I was quite myself energy wise.
Hmm.
That's sort of what I recall. It's like I knew too much about what we could be doing, but we weren't really. And I wasn't doing really what I wanted to be doing, but we could. But I was torn about like, can I do it myself? And who else is out there? And can I be supported? And what if I make this leap and I don't have support or I don't know what I'm doing enough? But I think that constant conversation with myself wore me out, and I think it just came to a head. But ultimately I think what it would be if I could rewind, if I could sort of see myself from afar, it was probably energy. It was probably frustration. It would come out in
Yeah.
any way, any possible way, you know, you know, being frustrated with the kids or being frustrated with work or my boss or whatever it is. It's hard when you're not energized by what you're doing. It's just so hard to be who you want to be, like be the right person. So that's sort of what I recall. But it wasn't bad. The job wasn't bad.
Yeah.
People leave because they have awful bosses, or the job is awful, or they don't get paid enough, or no one respects them. We didn't have any of that.
Yeah. I think there's this like kind of, you could have a job that is like soul sucking. Like people know what that feels like. It's miserable. You like come home, you're angry, or, like whatever it is. And then you can have a job that fills your bucket that, like, wow, every day I feel like I am making an impact. I'm getting closer to changing something, to helping somebody, to whatever it is. And then there could be that neutral space, which I think a lot of people live in. And I think that that's an okay thing, especially when you're navigating difficult life stages or, like big life changes. And so I think thinking about it is like not everything is either soul sucking or like dream job. There's like so much gray space in between, and paying attention to what it is that really drives you and how much you need that from work.
I was able to finally come to the conclusion like this was going to be good for me. This change, for better or worse, was going to be good for me. And Emily, my wife, was on board. She's like, "Yes, you need this. I think like this is okay. I think you need it. I think this is fine to do." And it was, right, because it got me to purpose. It got me a little more autonomy, and it filled my bucket from like a skill, right? So Daniel Pink in Drive, right, I think summarizes it as autonomy, mastery, and purpose.
Yeah.
That really like engages people. It really like, I think he uses motivation. You really want people to do something. You really, really want them to do it. Give them some autonomy to do it the way they think is best. Feed them intellectually so they can be good at what they do. Everybody loves being good at something. And make it purposeful. Make sure they understand why they're doing it.